Welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Donovan here at About You, home to some of the best athletes in the New York metro area. And today we're going to go over foam rolling. Uh, Foam rolling is a great way to improve mobility, relieve muscle tension, help with recovery, whether you're an athlete, a gym rat, or just an everyday person looking to move better in their daily life. Foam rolling can be a game changer. Today we're going to go over how to roll our glutes, our quads, our IT bands, and our adductors. Let's get into it. All right, so first up, we're going to roll our glutes. We want to place the roller on the ground and we're going to sit on it. And once we find a comfortable spot, I'm going to take one of my ankles and cross it over the other knee. And I want to lean to the side of that elevated leg that's resting on the other. And I'm just going to roll up and down on my butt cheek. All right, so I want to go from the base of my lower back pretty much to where the hamstring and the glute cross. So I'm just going to roll that. And when I feel a sweet spot, for me, it's right about here. I'll start to move that hip joint a little bit. Again, just to create some space and some pain-free movement so I can get into my workout or go on my walk or whatever it is. Having tight glutes can lead to back pain amongst other things. So rolling would help us to train them better and hopefully alleviate that pain. This is how you roll your glutes. All right, next up we have the quad. I'm going to take the roller, I'm going to place it down. It's going to run east to west of me as if I were running north to south, right? I'm going to get into a front plank. The leg on the roller is going to stay straight. And the support leg, I like to have it out to the side, but you can do whatever works for you. And I like to be very intentional in my front plank. Generally, I like to foam roll as a warm-up. So this is going to help me focus on that quad and kind of raise my body temperature. So I'm going to roll from the front of my hip to just above the knee. Make it a point that you're rolling muscle and not joint or bone. So I'm rolling up and down the front of my thigh. I can rotate my foot out so I can get a little bit on the inside of the quad. And I can rotate my leg in so I can get the outside of the quad. All right. The quad is all of the front of your thigh, not just the middle of it. So find out where you really need that work. Now for me, this is that sweet spot. Similar idea. We're going to roll up and down along that sweet spot. I don't have to roll the entire muscle. And then I can sit right on that sweet spot and move through the knee. All right, sometimes this could be the key to you relieving some knee pain. A lot of us are very quad dominant, so the quads have a lot of tension. This is a great way to relieve that and a great way to get some range of motion if you're going into like a squat day or you're going to be doing some lunges or something like that. All right, and that is how we roll the quads. Next, we have our IT bands. When we roll our IT bands, we're going to set up similar to a side plank. So I'm going to roll my right leg. That means I'm going to have my right arm flat on the floor. I can bring my left hand on the floor for support if I need it. I like to have my off leg in front. Some people put it in the back. I like it in front. I just feel a little bit more stable, a little more grounded in that position. And again, I'm going to roll from my hip to right above the knee because again, I don't want to roll bone. I don't want to roll on the joint. I want to roll muscle. I want to break up that muscle tissue. The IT band is not really a muscle. It is a ligament, I believe. So there is some debate about whether you should even roll it. But I know when I roll it, my knees feel better. So I do it. Same rules. You're going to roll up and down, find a sweet spot. For me, it's right here. And I'm going to go just over that sweet spot, just above and just below for a few reps. It'll be really intense. I know you can see me sweating. And from there, I'm going to start to bend and straighten that knee. Your IT bands could be the reason for back pain, hip pain, knee pain. So you may want to try rolling out your IT bands. Probably the most painful thing to roll. This is why I have so many points of contact for support. I can make it harder, maybe stack my legs, make it even harder if I need to, but I don't need to. And that is how we roll our IT bands. What we're gonna go over today is the adductors, the inner thighs. We're gonna set up very similar to our quad roll. The only difference now is the roller will be under the bent leg and the straight leg will be our support leg. I like my support leg to be pretty wide so that it can allow me to move in and out or move side to side a little more freely. Like if I'm here, I feel kind of stuck. All right, so I'm still in that front plank position and I'm gonna roll from the hip all the way to just above that knee. All right. Now, this muscle is a little different, or this group rather, is a little different, where you're going to get a really good sensation probably up in the hip, in which case, when we move through the joint, we may move through the knee or even move through the hip over that sweet spot. But you also might feel something closer to the knee, which technically isn't adductor. It's one of the heads of our quad, the vastus medialis. Don't worry, there's no test on that. So if you feel it more in your knee, I wouldn't even bother with the hip thing. I would just move through the knee. All right? Ooh, I need that. And this is how you roll your adductors or inner thigh. Regular rolling can be a great way to improve flexibility, recovery, and overall performance. When rolling, really listen to your body. If it hurts, it's not good. Like it should be uncomfortable, but it should not be painful to foam roll. It shouldn't be unbearable. A couple rules I like to follow when it comes to foam rolling. If I'm rolling before a workout or in between sets, I want to cap it at about a minute for whatever muscle group I'm rolling. If I'm working out, rather if I'm rolling at the end of a workout or in between sessions, like on an off day or way after I worked out, I like to cap it at about 2 minutes for whatever muscle groups I'm rolling. That's just a sweet spot that I've found works for me, works for my clients. You don't feel like you're just beating yourself up, but you do, of course, get the benefits. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you learned anything, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.